Today, in our continuing series with the Florida Chamber of Commerce, we will focus on the state's investment in cancer research. The Florida Chamber believes innovation plays a key role in a healthy future for all Floridians. With an expected 6 million new residents by 2030, more than half of which will be age 60 or older, Florida's healthcare systems must ensure a healthy future and a high quality of life for all Floridians. The Chamber's members fight for a healthier state every day, especially in the field of cancer. Florida is home to award-winning cancer centers like Florida Chamber member University of Miami's Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center. Leading the fight for a cure, Florida's cancer centers are a major economic force for healthy outcomes. Almost $200 million has been invested by the state in cancer research. The Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center at the University of Miami is the only academic-based cancer center for a region of nearly 6 million residents. It serves patients from a 5-county area in South Florida, as well as those from the Caribbean and Central and South America. As the only cancer center in the country treating such a diverse population, Sylvester is better able to closely study how cancer relates to race and ethnicity. Today, I'm speaking with Dr. Stephen Neimer, director of the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center. Dr. Neimer, good morning. During the last legislative session, one of Governor Scott's budget priorities was to significantly increase funding for Florida-based cancer research. Can you share with us the goal of the program and how Sylvester Cancer Center is involved?
First of all, I need to thank the governor and the Florida legislature and the Florida Chamber for their support in this initiative. Basically, the state of Florida is now the third largest state in the United States, and with 19 million people roughly, there ought to be 3 National Cancer Institute designated cancer centers, because there's roughly across the United States 1 for every 7 million people. And Florida only has 1 right now, and so the governor has recognized this and the legislature, and basically these funds are to help the Shands Cancer Center and the Sylvester Cancer Center become NCI designated. The money is to be used to recruit some of the best cancer researchers and physicians from around the country and to improve our research capabilities and our ability to deliver state-of-the-art care.
Tell us, obviously cancer's the leading cause of death in Florida, and it's obvious why there is so much focus on research, Dr. Neimer. How will you and other Florida-based cancer research hospitals collaborate, and what can we expect from the investment of these state funds?
You know, our understanding of cancer has never been better, and what we're learning is to try to individualize the treatment that we give to each and every patient with cancer. That's referred to sometimes as the genomics era, where we look at the DNA of the patient's cancer and figure out a way to hit the cancer cell without affecting the patient's normal cells. And so this requires a lot of capability, and what we are all planning on doing is that the 3 major cancer centers in the state of Florida to work together to coordinate our efforts to do these sort of genomic testing, to get cutting-edge medications into our patients. You know, some people will currently leave the state of Florida to get cancer care elsewhere, and the 3 of us are working together to make sure that we have all of the latest drugs available, all the latest treatment approaches, some very high-tech ways of treating cancer that are more effective than the drugs we've ever had in the past.
Dr. Neimer, you're touching on the last question I want to go to, and that is just where research is headed. Tell us, just give us an overview. When there's a breakthrough in treating one type of cancer, how do the dominoes play out in dealing with other types of cancer?
What we know now is that cancers are just generally driven by a specific signal. And if you can block that signal, then the cancer cell cannot grow anymore and, in fact, oftentimes dies. What we have now are new drugs. Many of them are pills. Some of them are drugs that are given intravenously. And they can target the cancer cell and leave the other cells in the body intact. And so these drugs, there are also new drugs that allow us to boost the patient's immune system. And so the immune system can kill a cancer even though up until the time we give the new treatments, the patient's immune system has been unable to control the cancer. We've made a lot of advances in radiation oncology, so the ability to deliver radiation treatments for cancer. And we're also making advances in robotic surgery so that we can also do surgeries that were never before possible. With this chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and surgery, we're actually taking some diseases, even pancreas cancer, where there were patients that were previously incurable, and we're now curing that. And so the academic centers like Moffitt, Shands, and of course Sylvester, we have the capability, the academics, the research that allows us to put together a program that we believe will be as good as any in the United States. We're at Sylvester. Our goal is to be one of the top 20 cancer centers in the United States. And with the support of the governor, the Florida legislature, and the Florida Chamber, we're well on our way to achieving that mission.
Dr. Stephen Neimer, thank you for your time today, and thank you for the wonderful work that you're doing.
Oh, it's a great pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.